Hello guys, hope you all are well. Today we are going to learn the parts of a speech adverb. An adverb modifies the meaning of a verb, adjective and another adverb. Here we have discussed 6 types of adverbs. Let's discuss them one by one. Adverbs of time. It tells about at what time the work was done. For example, I have heard this before. I have not seen him since. I have not spoken to her yet. She will be soon. Next is adverb of frequency. Adverb of frequency tells that how often the work was done or is done. The examples are: it's always cold in this room. I normally go to the gym. They often go out for dinner. I occasionally eat junk food. Next is adverb of place. It tells that where the work was done. It's also used in case of showing possession or state of something. For example, is that your scarf there? I have lived here for about 2 years. I walked backwards towards the door. She turned her face upwards to the sun. Next is adverb of manner. It tells in which manner the work is done. For example, the soldiers fought bravely. She dresses beautifully. We waited anxiously by the phone. Next is adverb of degree. It's sometimes also called adverb of quantity. For example, partly, fully, almost, rather, to, perfectly. So it tells the extent of the work or the state of something. For example, I am fully prepared. I am rather busy. She is almost 30. They are perfectly suited. Next is adverb of affirmation and negation. These are the words which declares that something is true or some equivalent expression or negative statement, judgment or a logical proposition. For example, he certainly went. Surely you are mistaken. I do not know him. Teachers should never agree to the illogical demands. So here you have seen the words certainly, surely, obviously, undoubtedly, etc. are used. Let's see some more examples. Apparently it's going to rain today. The design certainly looks good on paper. Now let's learn the adverb of time in more detail. Adverbs that change or qualify the meaning of a sentence by telling us when things happen are defined as adverbs of time. An adverb of time is just what you might expect it to be, a word that describes when, for how long, or how often a certain action happened. Adverbs of time often work best when placed at the end of sentences. For example, I'm going to clean my house tomorrow. But when using more than one adverb of time in a sentence, use them in the following order. First, how long. Second, how often. Third, when. For example, she volunteered at the hospital for 3 days every month last year. The words which are used to define when are like yesterday, today, tomorrow, later, last year, now. And the words which define how long are all morning, 4 hours. The words used to tell how often are frequently, never, sometimes, often, annually, etc. Adverbs that change or qualify the meaning of a sentence by telling us how often or how frequently something happens are defined as adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency are often used to indicate routine or repeated activities, so they are often used with the present simple tense. If a sentence has only one verb, place the adverb of frequency in the middle of the sentence so that it is positioned after the subject but before the verb. For example, Tom never lies. He always takes the bus. When a sentence contains more than one verb, place the adverb of frequency before the main verb. For example, they have often visited Europe. When using an adverb frequency in the negative or in forming a question, place it before the main verb. For example, do you usually get up so late? Below, you can see a list of adverbs of frequency. Have a look on this list. Adverbs that change or qualify the meaning of a sentence by telling us where things happen are defined as adverbs of place. Adverbs of place are normally placed after a sentence object or main verb. Adverbs of place can be directional, for example, up, down, around, away, north, south, east. Adverbs of place can refer to distances, for example, nearby, far away, miles apart. An adverb of place can indicate an object's position in relation to another object. For example, below, between, above, behind, through, around, and so forth. Many adverbs of place indicate movement in a particular direction and in the letters what or wards. For example, toward, forward, backward, homeward, westward, eastwards, onwards, etc. Below you can see a list of adverbs of place. Have a look on them. Adverbs of manner describe how something happens. For example, it is possible to walk or run at different speeds. The words used to describe walking or running at different speeds like quickly or slowly are excellent examples of adverbs of manner. Here are a few rules to remember regarding adverbs of manner. When using these adverbs, be careful not to place them between the object and the verb. They often fit best after the sentence object or main verb. If there is a preposition before the object, the adverb of manner may be placed either before the preposition or after the sentence object. Add emphasis by placing an adverb of manner before both the verb and the object. And when these adverbs are placed at the beginning of a sentence, they catch the reader's attention. Let's see some examples. He quickly agreed to go to the store for milk. His agreement was quick. She quietly asked me to leave the room. Her request was quiet. The doctor woke the gently sleeping patient. The patient was sleeping gently. Below you can see a list of adverbs of manner. Have a look on them. Now let's see the adverbs of degree. Adverbs of degree can modify verbs, adjectives and other adverbs and tell us the extent to which something happens. You can see some examples here. Adverb of degree extremely is modifying an adjective. Let's see the example. The water was extremely cold. Quite, it's also modifying an adjective. The movie is quite interesting. Just is modifying a verb. He was just leaving. Almost, also modifying a verb. She has almost finished. Few more examples are: she is running very fast. You are walking too slowly. You are running fast enough. Here you can find a list of adverbs of degree. Adverb of affirmation or negation is a word which declares that something is true or some equivalent expression or negative statement. Judgment or a logical proposition. Some examples of affirmation and negation are certainly, definitely, never, no, etc. The first two words are the adverbs of affirmation, while the later are the adverbs of negation. What is the difference between adverbs of affirmation and adverbs of negation? Consider the sentence, I will definitely do that. Word definitely affirms the listener that the speaker is going to do the task which is being talked about. Definitely is therefore an adverb of affirmation. Consider another sentence, I will never do that. In the sentence never negates the sentence by telling that the speaker is not going to do the particular task. Never is therefore an adverb of negation. Let's see some examples of affirmative words and negation words. The list of affirmative words is given below. Absolutely, affirmatively, clearly, truly, definitely, doubtlessly, exactly, alright, obviously, positively, really, sure, surely, undoubtedly, yes, certainly, by all means, verily, etc. The negation words are nothing, nowhere, not at all, contradictorily, almost, invalidly, never, no, not, or words ending with an apostrophe T, such as haven't, rarely, scarcely, etc. Now let's learn about the inversion with negative adverbs. Normally, the subject goes before the verb. However, some negative adverbs can cause an inversion when placed at the beginning of the clause. The order is reversed and the verb goes before the subject. This inversion is only used in writing, not in speaking. See the examples. Adverb never. Normal word order, I have never seen such courage. Its inversion will be never have I seen such courage. More examples. Rarely, she rarely left the house. Rarely did she leave the house. Not only, she did not only the cooking but the cleaning as well. Not only did she do the cooking but the cleaning as well. Scarcely, I scarcely closed the door before he started talking. Scarcely did I close the door before he started talking. Seldom, we seldom cross the river after sunset. Seldom do we cross the river sunset. Now, let's have a quick review of the types of adverbs. So guys, I hope the topic adverb is clear to you now. Keep watching the channel for more such informative videos.